stuff for 2009?
Yeah. How's it going, guys? Kind of going in a new direction with custom products for the new year. We're obviously going to continue with all the same great stuff we've done before, but for the 2009 line, we're releasing a tactical line. So that's going to include all the tactical barrels, tactical accessories, new rails, flashlights, lasers, the whole bit. So first product that came out was the remote line. So if you guys are familiar with the new CP Mini on-off that we did probably about 6 months ago, we've modified that to be now the remote top. So now you actually don't need a slide check on there. This is actually going to bleed off the whole system. So whenever you unscrew the pin off your tank, it's actually going to bleed the whole system. So still leave the air in your tank, but take all the air out of your gun, all the air out of the system. So one of the features around that actually makes the tip that's going to plug into your ASA a little bit smaller because you don't have to have the big slide check on there. So for you guys that are out there playing with the remotes, it's going to make it a lot easier, a lot more convenient, a lot more flexible to play with. The whole thing's made in the United States, which is one of the things we're really proud of. Most of our stuff is made in the United States, and we make everything ourselves. We assemble everything ourselves. So the hose, everything, and just like with all custom product stuff, everything has a 100% lifetime warranty. So if you're out playing, snag your hose, whatever, we'll replace it, repair it, whatever we can do. So like I said, we'll always make sure you have good gear and you're always out there. Another thing that we've done is the 2008-2009 die guns came with a smaller reg thread on them. So what we've done is we've made a few changes, and we've actually got a smaller die front on there. So now you can actually use the CP reg on your die marker. So that's one of the new things. And then we've also got, of course, the regular CP inline regulator, which has been one of the benchmarks of consistency for years now for paintball. So this is the inline reg that Team Dynasty is using. It's inline reg that X Factor uses. All your top players, take a look around, take a look at the magazines. All your top players are using CP regs because simply they are the best regulator on the market. Now we had a request. A lot of people are asking what good pods were. He's saying like what? Yeah, what all we were using. These are the CP pods. So we've been doing these for probably 5 years now. We've been doing the CP pods. Sell like crazy. Everybody loves them. So yeah, make sure to pick them up. Ask your local store for them. Anybody can order them. We've got them. We mainly sell them at the shows, but anybody can order them from the shop. So and you can also check out our website for anything. It's www.customproducts.us. So check that out. Then moving down the line here on to some of the other new stuff that we've done. We've done some private labelable tanks that are going to be available at your store and on the website. We've got a Team X Factor bottle here. It's got the CP logos mixed in with the X Factor logos, so that's available, and it is actually the same price as the regular CP tank, so kind of cool. No upcharge for that. It's still going to retail for $240. And for all the stores, same wholesale price. So then we private labeled. These are actually only available through the Palm Beach Vipers organization, but the Palm Beach Vipers team tank. So that's available through them. And then we have the PB Warehouse tank, which is available from pbwarehouse.com or from us. Dealers can also order this bottle from us, but it is the PB Warehouse bottle. It's got the bandana wrap on it, so pretty cool. You can change the color, pressure of any of the regulators on any of these, so that's one of the neat things. And then, of course, we have the standard CP tank that we've done. We actually released at this event last year, so happy it's still going great. We've made a few changes over the past year. Instead of having the brass pin on the front, we now have a stainless steel pin, so always trying to work to improve everything, keep everything moving forward. So real happy about that. In addition to the tank line, we've added the CP Advantage line, which is going to be all the soft goods. Anything, packs, tank covers. We have our microfiber squeegee, which will be here on Friday, so hopefully I'll get you guys some photos or whatever of that. But starting with the CP Advantage air tank cover. So this is a 68 cubic inch cover. Also comes with the for the 48 cubic inch, which is for our small little peanut bottle. And so we've got, like I said, both tank cover sizes. Zips up, Velcros over. Same deal, lifetime warranty on this. You guys have any problems with it, just send it back to us. And we've also got the CP Advantage pack. Comes in a 3+2 or a 4+3 configuration. So, and basically one size fits all. We've had everything from smallest little kids in here to the biggest guys, and it fits everyone. So we're real happy with it. It's got the no-slip back pad on it, and also on each of the tabs has a no-slip tab, so your pod doesn't slip out to the side. And then really easy to pull Velcro straps on it. So we've been really happy with those. Those released, again, I've had those for about 8 months now, so we've been really happy with those. So that's a lot of the new stuff. Everything else is going to be, we have a whole new product line that's going to release in about 3 months, so we're real happy to announce that. But still kind of keeping that one under wraps until it's absolutely ready to go. But it is in the tactical line. It's like the scenario market, a lot of the additional tips and barrels and stuff like that. But it's a little bit different. A little bit about the history of custom products is before we started paintball, we did manufacturing for everybody, and we've actually done a lot of AK-47 tips and actual barrels. So right now we're doing a full barrel that the ATF is using, and they use it to shoot the caps off a pipe bomb. So it's a full, it's like a 36-inch titanium barrel that we make for them. So kind of neat coming from that. Now we get to use some of those tips and things we've done for military purposes, and we actually use that in our scenario line. So if nothing else, we definitely know what we're doing in that line. So we're real happy about that. It's coming together really well. And as far as the stores are concerned, it all pieces together. So you can buy one base, and then you have several different tips that you can add on that. So again, a lot more information about that. In probably about 3 months, we're going to actually do a hard release of that. All right, yeah, so up at the top here, we have the invert mini triggers. All these MSRP for $35, except for the 07 Ego trigger. That's the only one that's any more expensive. But we have the invert mini trigger. It comes in 2 styles. Every trigger we make comes in 17 colors. So make sure to check out the website or ask your local store about the color combinations it comes in. If we go straight down from there, we've got the 07 Ego trigger. So that'll fit any of the 07 Egos. It also fits any of the SL 07 Egos. And then down from there, we have the 06 Ego trigger, which is the yellow and brown one, and then the black and blue one. And that will fit any of the 06 Egos or the E-Tech or E-Tech 2 as well. So a lot of versatility with that trigger. Go down from there, that's the DM6, DM7 trigger, also fits the DM8, also fits the PM8, also fits a DM6 ultralight frame, also fits a DM7, a PM7 ultralight frame, so that trigger fits a lot of guns. And then down from there we have the old DM5 trigger. And then if we come again back up to the top, we have the PMR triggers. Again, fits all the PMRs. Down from there, the PMR ultralight frame trigger. So if you have an ultralight frame on your PMR, that's going to fit. PMR, then PM7, then the 06 Proto. Pretty much got everything covered. And then if we go straight across over to the Ion triggers, we've got the Ion is the purple and silver trigger, and the blue and green. Those will fit any of the Ion, Ion XE, the Epiphany fits any of those guns. And then right below that, the NXT shocker trigger. And then the shocker, old shocker, and the impulse. So a little bit of information about triggers. All of our triggers use roller bearings. We use an expensive roller bearing, not just a generic roller bearing. So that's a big plus. That means you're actually going to get precise rolling in there. And then one thing we do different than a lot of companies, we're not just shoving a pin straight through a bearing. What we do is either press fit it in there, or we use the inner race of the bearing, so it actually holds the trigger by the bearing, which means that you're actually going to use that bearing rather than just shoving a piece of metal through there. So it's not sloppy at all. All the triggers actually mount true into the frame, so they won't be any side-to-side play. If we want to go down, I guess, a little bit more, there's the DM8 regs that we talked about just a little bit, and then the CP inline regulator right next to that, which will fit any generic gun that has a standard inline reg thread. Comes in 4 sizes that you see there, so a lot of versatility with that. And then the CP air tank reg. All the prices you see are all MSRP prices, so make sure to check with your local store and see what they've got in stock. And if you see anything you like, make sure to ask them for it. They can always order anything we make. So we've got the macro line kits. Up top, if you got a DM6, DM7, or DM8, we make the plug that fits. What it does is it plugs the on-off that goes in the front of the gun. So that helps out a lot. We get huge requests for those. So yeah, it basically makes it so the gun's on all the time. You don't have to worry about hitting that on-off anymore. You don't have to worry about the on-off leaking. It goes in and it works all the time. Actually increases the flow of the gun as well. So. And then these are actually pretty new as well. We did the CP clamping feed neck. Those just released 3 or 4 months ago, so we've been real happy with those. They fit any die marker, any Eclipse marker, any MacDev gun, any Smart Parts gun, pretty much anything that's out there. They also fit the Spider. They fit the invert mini, so just about everything. And then a little bit of maintenance stuff for you guys is the dust caps and thread savers. Going to really help keeping you from blowing fill valves, and also keep you from blowing O-rings on the top of your tanks whenever your tank's in your bag. So quick rundown of some of the stuff. If we can go over to the other cabinet, I'll show you guys the new direct mount on-off, which we just released. So that's the second one right here. That is, we had a direct mount on-off before, and what we've done is we've made this one about 30% smaller and lighter, so it's definitely a huge difference. Been really happy with it, and that one's ready to ship to all the stores now. So that's a quick overview. I'm not going to take you guys by everything, but
talk about the barrel. Because this is on TechPB, the custom products 14-inch 693 barrel. The classic barrel is the barrel I recommend to everybody.
Right. A little bit about the CP one-piece barrel. We use a different machine to manufacture our barrels than a lot of other companies. It's a little bit slower process, but a lot more accurate. So really involved in every CP barrel, there's $500,000 of machinery involved in making any barrel that we make. So goes from one $250,000 machine right on to another $250,000 machine that polishes it. One mills the outside and inside, the other one actually polishes and hones it. So you've got $500,000 of machinery in any barrel that we make. So
you guys just dropped the prices on it.
Yeah, as well. MSRP on the one-piece barrel is now $30. So yeah, I mean, a great barrel for a great price. And I can't say anything bad about it. Really, there's no disadvantage. It does shoot different than a two-piece barrel, which no better, no worse. But engineering standpoints, a one-piece barrel is going to be more accurate than a two-piece barrel, but it's not going to shoot through paint as well, and it's going to be a little bit louder than a two-piece. So there's advantages and disadvantages to both. Unfortunately, there's no way to bring the two together. So, but yeah, we've been really happy with that. And just to vouch for the one-piece barrel, I have players that are on our pro teams that shoot a one-piece barrel. Yep. So I mean, there's players that like the one-piece, there's players that like the two-piece, and we offer both. So we've been really happy with those. Changed the design about 2 years ago on the. I guess 3 years ago now. Time flies. You changed the design on them a little bit and brought in all the new machinery and everything. So while a lot of other people are using cheap labor, we're basically using no labor in our shop, and everything's completely automated. So really no room for human error in any of the barrels. So we're been really happy with the way everything's turned out with all the new machinery and everything like that. So that's a quick overview of Custom Products. We have. Gosh, I want to say we have something like 3,000 SKUs of products that we make. So, I mean, we could probably be here all day, but I won't torture you guys with that. Make sure to check out the website. A lot of information on there. You can also download Custom Products backgrounds for your computer. There's a lot of tech stuff on there also, a lot of install guides, things like that for any of the triggers. If you want to pull your CP inline rag apart, there's information on how to rebuild it, which O-rings go where, everything like that. So check it out. It's www.customproducts.us. So, thanks guys.
Very much, Travis.
Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping.
I came and represented. I rose from the grave. I had a close shave. The cops tried to lock me down, cause the Glock they found was stolen. That's how we're rolling. Calvin Klein's no friend of mine, so I don't like Mark or the Monarch. Don't start me up like a Rolling Stone. I'll leave you soaking like Macaulay Culkin on Malone. So get a grip like Steven Tyler.